Hi students, I'm going to say about information technology new syllabus. That is employability skills part A, and then part B subject specific skills, and then part C practical work, part D project work or field visit. So totally you have four parts. So under employability skills, you have 5 units. So from these 5 units, only for 10 marks, you will get the questions. Okay. And then subject specific skills, you need to get for 40 marks. Okay. You will get for 40 marks. Totally under the subject specific skills, we have 4 units. So according to old syllabus, we have email messaging and then a digital presentation we had, and the two topics are removed now. According to new syllabus, the two topics are removed. So you need to concentrate only on these 4 lessons for getting 40 marks. So here in this units, no, unit wise split up marks also they have given. That is for each unit how much mark they will ask in the board pattern. Okay. So under unit 1, you have digital documentation. So it is going to be asked for 8 marks. And then from unit 2, you'll get 10 marks questions. Totally for 10 marks, you'll get the questions. That is electronic spreadsheet. And then from unit 3, database management system, for 12 marks, you'll get the questions. And then for unit 4, web applications and security, you'll get questions for 10 marks. Totally 40 marks will be covered from part B only. And then from part A, 10 marks only is going to be asked. So they didn't give how they will give the importance for which lesson they will give more importance. They didn't mention here. So totally from all 5 units, you'll get only 10 mark questions. Okay, for part A. And from part C, practical work you need to do for 35 marks. That is practical examination, 15 marks is allotted. And for written test, 10 marks is allotted. And then Viva voice, the 10 marks are allotted. So like that, the mark is going to be given for you for the practical work. And another 15 marks for your practical file. Okay, so whatever file you are making, either in a PPT, that is the documentation format, if you are preparing a practical file, so that is going to be shown to a teacher at the end in order to get 10 marks. And then Viva wise 5 marks for related to practical file. Any questions will be asked for the Viva voice, so that is for 5 marks. So totally 15 marks for your project work or for a field visit also. Okay, so 35 plus 15, 50 marks for your practical. So part C and part D fully will be given as internal, and then part A and part B you need to study, and you need to take up a exam, that is CBSE board exam you need to take up for from part A and part B alone. Okay, so totally 9 units only is there according to the new syllabus. So in that subject specific skills alone, you need to concentrate more, because that is only given more marks. Okay, for that 4 lessons only 40 marks are given. So you need to concentrate more on this part B only. And for part A, you need to concentrate for 10 marks. Okay, so like that, your syllabus is given in the new syllabus. According to new syllabus, the marks are varied according to the units. Okay, so now we will move on to that is unit 2, electronic spreadsheet. So digital documentation I will cover in the next class. So for your exam, that is the next week you will have exam now. So in the for that exam, you need to concentrate on this unit 2, that is electronic spreadsheet, session 2, 3 and 4 alone. You need to concentrate. Totally 4 sessions are there in this electronic spreadsheets. Detailed syllabus also there in this PDF. I will send the PDF separately to you in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So electronic spreadsheet session 2 and 3 and 4 alone you need to concentrate. And in unit 4, session 1 to session 8, because according to old syllabus, session 1 to 8 is taken. So in the new syllabus also 1 to 8 fully they have given. Along with that, 3 more sessions they have added additionally. 9, 10, 11 sessions are added additionally. There is general topics only they have added under this web applications and security. So if you go through that syllabus and the material content also, I will send to you for all these, that is subject specific skills and employability skills. I have the content. I will send to you in the WhatsApp group. So just take a printout, or you can use as a soft copy in order to study for the exam. So for your exam, unit 2, only session 2, 3 and 4. And from unit 4, you need to concentrate from session 1 to session 8. Okay, 1 to 8 you need to study from unit 4. So only 2 units you need to focus. for 2 hours exam, that is for 50 marks, 50 marks. You need to study from these 2 units. Understood? So now we'll move on to that is unit 2 electronic spreadsheet. Session 2 we will go on. Okay. So under electronic spreadsheet, session 2 I'm going to take. So the first one is link data and spreadsheets. So how we can link the data and the spreadsheets. We have, if you open any Excel sheet, no, we have defaultly 3 worksheets. Okay, defaultly we will have the 3 worksheets. See, just for example, I will show here. If you open a new worksheet, new workbook, click on create. So defaultly, how many worksheets are there? Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Totally 3 sheets only is available defaultly. So this 3 sheets defaultly makes one single workbook. So this entire thing is called a single workbook. Okay. So now first one we are going to see is using multiple workbooks and linking cells. So if we have multiple workbooks, no, like now I have opened one workbook, no, similarly we can open multiple workbooks and we can link the cells between the workbooks, or in the same workbook with the different spreadsheets we can link the cells in order to find one result. Okay, so if you want to find some values from multiple sheets by referring multiple sheets, you need to link the cells. So for that we will see this topic, how to link the data in the spreadsheets. So spreadsheets, it allows us to link the cells from various worksheets like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 we have seen. No, from that sheets we can link the cells, and from various spreadsheets to summarize the data from the several sources. So we can finally summarize the data. For this we will see example, then you will understand. So in this manner, we can create the formulas that span different sources. So the formula will contain different cells addresses from the different sources, that is different worksheets. Okay. And we can make a calculations using combination of local and the linked information, that is from local sheet, that is if you are using the formula or typing the formula in the sheet 1, and from sheet 2 and sheet 3 if you are going to use the cell addresses, then that is known as linked information. Okay, so like that we can combine the local and linked information in order to do the calculations and to get the result. So multiple sheets help keep information organized. So we can keep the information in an organized way by using the multiple sheets in this way. Okay, so first we need to understand the basic things before we go for linking the sheets. Okay, linking the cells or linking the data from the different spreadsheets. So how to set up the multiple sheets? Before that, we need to identify the sheets. So when you open a new spreadsheet, it has by default, it has a sheet named sheet 1. So like this, I have shown that sheets, no, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, like that. The sheets names will be appearing at the bottom, okay, which is managed using the tabs. This is known as the sheet tab, okay, at the bottom of the spreadsheet as shown below. So like this, you will have a sheet tabs. So inserting new sheets. How we can insert the new sheet? Defaultly 3 sheets will be there, that is sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So if you want to insert the new sheet, we need to go for the following methods. So there are several ways to insert a new sheet. The first step in all cases is to select the sheet that will be next to the new sheet. Okay. So you need to select the sheets where you want to go insert the new sheet. That is, after sheet 3, if you want to insert the new sheet, means sheet 3 you need to select, and then you need to right click, insert sheet also you can give, or else select plus icon at the bottom of the screen. Okay, plus icon will be there at the bottom of the screen in the latest version of Microsoft Excel, or select home, insert sheet. Okay, so I'll show one example here. See here, referencing reference other. So this sheet I'll open. So in this new sheet I have opened here, new workbook I'm going to open. So totally 3 sheets are available defaultly. So this is a Microsoft Office 2007 version. So the plus symbol will not appear here. Instead of that, we have a what symbol. See, similar like one paper like one symbol is there. This is for inserting the worksheet. So if you click at that symbol, if you click at this icon, new sheet will get inserted. So sheet 4 is getting inserted here. Okay, or else you can click on shift plus F11. You can see here you can notice Shift plus F11 is appearing. So using keyboard Shift plus F11 also you can click for inserting the workbook, or else you can go to Home tab and then Insert Sheet. Okay, Home tab, Insert Sheet also you can click on in order to insert the new worksheet. Okay, so in these three way, that is Shift plus F11 is one method. Another method is click on Home tab and then cells group, from the cells group insert and then insert sheet. Okay, this option you need to click. And another method is by clicking that plus icon, or if it is in a older version, that icon, small icon, insert worksheet icon will be appearing at the bottom. So that icon, if you click at, you will get a new worksheet. Okay, so in this method we can open the new worksheet. Okay, so next one, so these are the two ways they have given. So I have said another way also, that is Shift plus F11 also you can use for inserting the new sheet. Okay, and then next one is renaming worksheets. So at the bottom of each worksheets, a window, that is a small tab that is appearing, that indicates the name of the worksheets in the workbook. So these names are Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3 and so on. It is not very descriptive. So the name is not descriptive, that is not describing the contents which are available in the worksheet. So if you want to describe the contents of the cell, contents of every cells in that particular worksheet, you can define the name on your own. Okay, you can give the descriptive name for that. So for that purpose, we can go for this renaming worksheets concepts. So if you want to rename our worksheets to reflect what they contain, okay, what that Excel sheet contain now, so we can give the renaming, we can rename the sheet name. For example, if your workbook contains students' marks in individual subjects, then you may want to rename the worksheets as subjects names such as, okay, so if first worksheet is containing English subject marks, means you can rename this sheet one name as English. Okay, so like that you can rename for second sheet as mathematics, third sheet as social science, etc. Like that we can do the change the naming options for the sheets. Okay, so there are three ways you can rename a worksheet, and the only difference between them is the way in which you start the renaming process. So we can use the following methods. We can double click on one of the existing worksheet name. Okay, see like this, we can double click on one of the existing names. So if you double click, this worksheet name is getting selected, and then you can rename, just type, if you type means that name will be getting changed. You will get the cursor. If you get the cursor, you can start typing, and you can change the name. Already it is there, like, so total sale I have typed, so the same name only I have kept again. Or else you can right click on that sheet name, which tab you want to change, which sheet name you want to change, right click over that and choose the rename option. Okay, again that content sheet name will get selected, and you can just start typing the name newly. Okay,